Hey, I'm Myers, and got a record review for you today. This is off my label, Sioux. Um, it's out of sequence. I order the records in certain sequence, and I would assume uh, most places address their orders FIFO, first in, first out. I've spent most of my life in the transportation logistics business, done a lot of warehousing, a lot of, you know, uh, shipping, receiving, that sort of stuff. And, like in the warehousing stuff, you always rotate your stock where, you pull out the what you have on hand, you put your new fresh product in behind, and then you put your older stuff in front, so it's first in, first out. Why I'm getting records out of sequence, I don't know, but that's just part of the press of the vinyl in 2023. The processing times have gone down some, but I should have gotten a record from Mono Deluxe next. um, I haven't received it yet. I was told that it's slated to go to the print on uh, towards the first part of August, which, I mean, it isn't too far away, but I was planning on doing the Mono Deluxe record right now. But anyways, I got Rebel Flush. These guys are out of Austin, Texas. Um, my buddy Tim Napalm, I'd come across these guys, like, I don't know if Tim Napalm had posted about them or what, but I reached out to the guys, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, when I was just doing Sioux guitars, and then they sent me a little EP CD. Maybe it was only 4 songs. I can't remember. It had really like Dead Red Lips, and it was just I dug them. And when I started the label, when I started Sioux record label, I reached out to them and I'm like, hey, I dig you guys, so if you ever want to do a record, you got home on my label. And you know, they were excited about it. They wanted to do it, so they took their time, which is a okay. There is no timeline on this stuff, and like, I didn't want to push them, to do, like, my opinions on doing records, like, um I want to put out good shit, and so sometimes, it takes a little bit longer. It takes, which is a okay. You know, um, you can do up to 22 minutes of music per side on a record. That doesn't mean you should. Like, I'm a believer in all killer and no filler, where even though you can do 22 minutes of music per side on a vinyl record, if you've only got 14 minutes of quality shit, I would rather you put out 14 minutes of good shit per side instead of, wedging in a turd here and there. I think, like, in the CD era, like, we got a lot of bland CDs because, the time constraints of a CD aren't the same as vinyl record. So, people were putting out more songs of lower quality just to be space fillers, and I'm not a fan of that. I would rather you take your time and put out a good record. And so what Rebel Flush gave me is just an amazing fucking record. I'm super stoked on this. These guys they're very punk and roll. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my label is a punk and roll label, and in the genre of punk and roll, there's all kinds of different variations of punk and roll music. But the way I would interpret these guys is that 80s sound of when rock bands would flirt with new wave or new wave sound, bands like the Cars. Like, I think the Cars are a rock band that flirted with new wave. I don't think they were a new wave band that flirted with rock. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. But bands like the Greg Kihn Band, Breakup Song by Greg Kihn Band is such a fucking great tune. John Cougar Mellencamp, a lot of his songs, John Cougar Mellencamp isn't new wave, but you could hear him flirting with a new wave sort of sound, bands like the Romantics, I mean, what I Like About You by the Romantics, that's a rock band flirting with a new wave sound. It's not a new wave band, and this is my opinion. You're entitled to your own. But these guys, they do have that sort of Greg Kihn Band, sort of John Cougar Mellencamp, sort of rock sound, flirting with new wave. And there's some awesome songs on here, Roller Skate Saturday Night, they're singing about can't catch me when I come around. It's like a rocket ship leaving the ground. And I think everybody's got that memory of, being 9, 10, 11 years old, going to the skating rink, and, it was kind of your first flirtation with freedom. Like you weren't an adult. This was, you're still a kid, but going to a roller rink on a Saturday night is kind of your whole first flirtation with freedom. You're out amongst other kids, and whatever, you're doing your thing on the skating rink. And I think this song totally encapsulates that. I mean, just a great fucking record. What else? Little Hearts. Oh yeah, Little Hearts, Like Yours Won't Last. And because you're moving way too fast. And what a great fucking song. And so this whole fucking thing is amazing. Like all Sioux records, it's silk screened, front and back. And being silk screened, like, I don't know if you guys could see this in this video, but each of these covers is a little bit different due to the fact that, like, when they press down on the squeegee, maybe they press a little bit harder and have some bleed through, or maybe they press a little bit lighter and it's a little streaky or whatever. So like this one, the one I'm taking for myself, they pressed harder. So, I mean, that's kind of blurry because there's some bleed through on this print, they pressed the squeegee harder and it bled through the screen, and, so it's not crisp or whatever. So this cover is just a little bit different than all the rest of them, and so you're going to have those variations in silkscreen jackets like this. So, I don't know if you can see it. There's just a smidge of red ink, right there, just, because it's not perfect. It's, it's the whole hand nature of, pressing silkscreen, so there's like a tactile feel to it. You could feel, kind of like the ink on a t-shirt, so, but yeah, so, and then like all the Sioux releases on the main label, white vinyl, and this is mine. It's number one. You know, I've had a lot of people ask for number one for whatever reason, but you know, that's kind of the reward for being the boss around here. So, but yeah, this is a great fucking band, and you know, so the song I'm going to play off of this is called "Kiss Me in the Night," which I think is, you know, to be fair, the song like "Kiss Me in the Night," like I love the underground. You know, I'm a creature of the underground. You know, I love it when I meet like regular people, and I tell them, yeah, I'm in underground punk and roll, punk rock stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, like what? And I tell them what I'm into. I'm into the Devil Dogs and the Dragons and Lazy Cowgirls, and they're like, yeah, never heard of any of those bands. And it's like, yeah, I straight up told you these are bands that you've never heard of, and they're like, well, I've never heard of them. And but anyways, as much as I love the underground, "Kiss Me in the Night" is a straight up radio hit. You know, like I could see this song "Kiss Me in the Night" just fucking blowing up, being like the summer jam. You know, like, you know. Any of you got connections in the radio world or whatever, you know, like, you see greatness every once in a while, and you know, I could see "Kiss Me in the Night" blowing up as you know, like a mainstream, you know, hit, and you know, so I'm excited for these guys. I've never met them in person, but you know, they handed me a great record to put out, and I'm excited to put out this record because these guys, you could hear that they have a lot of tenacity, a lot of fucking talent, and a lot of great, you know, rock sensibility to them. So anyways, I've rambled enough here. This is out now. This is shipping tomorrow. The band's copies are being packed up tonight and shipped out to them tomorrow. The pre-orders, the people pre-ordered this off the website. This is being packed up and shipping out tomorrow. Go to the website, SiouxGuitars.com, and click on the records page, and you know, that will take you to all the records on Sioux, and you know, that's where you can pick up. The link will be in the description here, and you know, the bands will have 75 copies, and that's my deal with everybody is, you know, like, the band gets 75 copies, and the label sells the rest. So you know, excited about putting this out because this is an amazing record. Like everything on Sioux, man, like, I've been really lucky to work with some of my fucking heroes, you know, and excited about, you know, putting out amazing fucking records. And you know, so hope you guys dig this. If you like these videos, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Sorry I haven't been posting much. I've been busy with grandkids and some other stuff, and you know, so new record out today, and you know, I did think it was great. I did a couple of these videos with my granddaughters, and got comment on the one video on the YouTube page from Mary Lou Lord, of all people, commented like, you know, so I you know, I just shocking that, you know, I you know, somebody like Mary Lou Lord stumbled across this video that I did reviewing a record with my granddaughter. So anyways, "Kiss Me in the Night" by Rebel Flesh. Pick up the record, SiouxGuitars.com.
your fruit.